TYFU.
I assume that Kelly has already pushed the record button. Maybe we've already said some embarrassing things that
Probably.
we'll have to edit out.
It's all right. You know, when this all comes crashing down, we're going to serve Kelly with a lawsuit that he'll never.
Good. Kelly has a ton of money.
Yeah.
Socked away.
Yep.
That can all be ours.
Just a matter of time.
Too bad for Kelly Walker.
Too bad for Kelly Walker. Yeah. The feud, the documentary.
Yeah. The podcast.
The podcast after this
documentary,
podcast.
Yes.
And
the spin-offs.
The spin-offs.
It'll be like Top Chef with 1,000 different versions and spin-offs of Top Chef.
It's like if Top Chef met the Kardashians.
Yeah, it'll be like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Exactly like that. Anyway, welcome to our surprise Christmas special, Marilla.
Merry
I
Christmas.
think you and I and Kelly are just as surprised as the audience to find that we are actually
in the studio.
Back in the Red Room.
Yep.
Which is
decorated for
glamorized.
Christmas. Oh my goodness, I feel festive in here.
I'm glad. I wanted to bring some joy and festive spirit to you, me, Kelly, and the listener, and hopefully all of our customers.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's working. It makes me want to go find a little ceramic tree, copy all your looks, get a company tree.
I have a company tree and a family tree.
Guys, she has a little company tree in the parlor and then a family tree with all the family decorations. How
annoying.
How annoying is that? But I want it.
I knew that I had I met like all my goals in life. Like I crossed off the final stage of the bucket list when I had the company tree and the family tree.
See, I think
this is how life is meant to be.
I think I'm in a similar boat. My aunt she had the big tree, but then she had a tree for her stairway landing, like maybe a couple. And I was like, oh my God, multiple tree action. This woman has made it.
I think we talked in the past about how I'm prone to decorating early so that I can still have a little bit of joy in my heart before the stores get super busy.
Yes, which is wise of you.
Yes. But my decorating early is what led to us having a surprise Christmas special. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm not decorated for Christmas yet.
But you're going to.
I'm going to get to it. I'm chomping at the bit. I do have some things out on my table in my home that we're about to put up and sprinkle around. We don't usually get our tree until a little later because we do a real tree. Not to flex on you, Beth, but I actually care about Christmas. And then the store is becoming a little more Christmassy every day. We've got snowflakes on the wall, on the windows, not the wall.
Not the walls.
Not the walls. But my big idea was to do this year's snowflakes. Every year it's a theme. This year it's snowflakes. And how sustainable of us to make paper snowflakes out of all the excess paper that's around our store.
It's very sustainable.
So sustainable. Turns out none of us at Marilla's Mindful Supplies has made a paper snowflake since we were 9. So I wish that I had footage of how many times we've tried to clip, and then just...
It all disintegrates when you open it up. Then it's confetti.
It's just confetti. We've done that an embarrassing amount of times. I think I've finally figured it out. But it's now my house is the snowflake factory. I got nothing else done. It's all I do.
Are these things that they'll keep?
Snowflakes?
Yeah. I mean, you can use them again next year, and that's even more sustainable.
My husband did say, man, have you ever thought about like reusing any of these window things that you work so hard on? Like, didn't you have snowflakes last year? I was like, no, Joe, last year was pink peppermints. I can't use pink peppermints this year. It's snowflakes. But I can.
You could. Like, you could do a theme in Rochester and a theme in Geneva, and they're not the same theme, but you swap them. And then I'm not trying to tell you how to run your business.
You're right.
You should just.
You're right.
We did a whole episode on you should just, but.
I know. And you know what I am going to do? I made these gorgeous, gorgeous cardboard gingerbread houses a few years ago for our Geneva store. And even though we're doing snowflakes in Rochester, I am going to be featuring these cardboard gingerbread houses in the Rochester windows.
No, that's smart. And sustainable.
And sustainable. So
totally
it's snowflakes / gingerbread / sue me. I'm reusing things. Come look at our creativity. We're getting there.
I mean, we haven't even gotten to the episode yet, but I'm just going to say, like, on the Christmas theme, my sister Allison sometimes accuses me of hoarding a little bit, and she's not wrong.
This Christmas things or just in general?
Things and in general. She made me get rid of all my cassette tapes, for instance.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Those are coming back.
Well, too late now.
Too late.
Because Allison came through and she's like, what are you doing with all this?
Way to go, Allison. But also, I'm that person. So me and Allison would live in an empty house if we ever had to reside together. We would just get rid of everything.
With no cassette tapes.
With no cassette tapes or Christmas decorations.
Well, anyway, she wanted me to get rid of some Christmas decorations that I'm not using, but I like to rotate through them. Like,
right.
I reuse them in different ways. So maybe this year I'm not using silver, but maybe 3 years from now I will. So I hate to get rid of them. When
I know, and I'm always not envious. It's not the right word.
Okay.
Poisonous.
Jealous?
Too poisonous.
Like
I am always inspired.
Oh, inspired. Mm-hmm.
By
okay, go on.
Your Christmas resources. And I know that you went around and like collected some decorations from other businesses, which is also sustainable queen shit.
In the early days, I was like, who's not using what? Mm-hmm. Because I didn't want to go to Amazon or Walmart.
Hell yeah.
Buy junk that, I mean, excuse me, I apologize, Amazon and Walmart.
Oh, yeah, you should. Their feelings would be hurt.
I wanted to buy repurposed junk from my neighbors.
Right. And every year you have I'm over here snipping snowflakes, and you have like old garland that you can rearrange and maybe a few cranberry branches and like this, that, and the other thing that just kind of warm up your space really nicely. And I think it's magical.
Try to come up with it. Anyway, do you have any today in retails while we've been in our off season? Gosh, has anything happened to you?
Yes, I have had some. I have had some. Sometimes we did an episode on returns, right?
We did.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
No questions asked. I've recently had a couple people returning things that, I just have that feeling of like, would you? I just feel like you wouldn't go into, your local Piggly Wiggly and say, hey, I've had this for 2-3 years now and it's not working anymore.
Right.
Can I get my money back?
Right.
What? They don't even do that for cars. Mm-hmm. And you want your $20 back from 3 years ago after you have worn the shit out of this item?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. But we've had a few of those. And I don't know that it reflects poorly on my products because most of them are not made of plastic. So they are made to eventually break down. So I feel like, 3 years on a dish brush is a pretty good run. Mm-hmm. You should probably replace it before that.
Right.
For like sanitary purposes. But I've had some of those just sprinkled in throughout this season that have made me go, I don't know that I would do that. But you know what? We kind of just walk through it and talk through it. And I've not had anyone be real stinky about it. But
the only other today in retail I have to share with you is this woman came into my store. We got chit-chatting. She liked the store. She bought a few things.
Lovely.
And I asked her if she'd been in before. And she said no, that she was just passing through town. Because she does flu clinics and gets invited to different venues to give out flu shots. Oh. And she asked me if I wanted a flu shot right there and then. And
oh my God.
Well, that would save me a stop at the pharmacy.
Well,
that certainly would be convenient.
It actually would be convenient, but I don't do drugs.
I said to her, that sure would be convenient. And she said, well, I've got my cooler out in my car. Let me go get it.
What? Oh, my God. Beth almost denied it.
I know. Because then I had to say to myself, I don't know this woman.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's going to inject me with.
Oh,
I don't
my God.
I don't want to live
so close.
my life under... I don't want to be suspicious of everyone who comes in, but I don't know.
You just met this lady. Oh, my God.
So then I had to kind of, again, sort of be like, sorry. Wait.
Reel it in. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I think I'm going to pass.
On your car trunk flu shots. Yeah, I think that's probably a good call, Beth.
Yes, that was not the moment I decided to instill blind trust in a stranger.
Oh, my God. I love that, though.
So.
Although, you're not wrong. How convenient would that be?
It would have been terribly convenient.
Been terribly convenient.
But not if I ended up in the hospital or dead.
That would have been extremely inconvenient for the podcast and stomping grounds. Let's just say that. So I'm glad that you narrowly escaped certain death.
You think so?
Yes.
She looked so average, but they always do, the serial killers.
Yeah. What an easy way to be a serial killer. Just in and out.
This is a true crime podcast all of a sudden again. It always is.
How? Oh my God. This is going to be an episode on somebody's true crime podcast, and we are missing out. Maybe you should have gotten it.
We should do an episode on crime in business. I mean, we did shoplifting.
Oh my God, but there's so much. Mm-hmm. I was just talking about some. Oh my God. All right.
Next season 4. Okay.
All right.
So anyway.
Do we have a topic for this, or did we just miss each other?
A little of both. I'm going to open the envelope,
which is actually red and green filigree with like
a
gold
on it,
and a ribbon.
Yep.
With a wax seal.
Yes.
And it's made of different paper that sounds very specific.
Yes, it's like a fine parchment.
Yeah, Kelly knows what that sounds like.
I'm going to rip it in front of the roaring fire here in the Red Room studio.
As we puff on our cigars. Wait, I'm pregnant. I'll skip mine.
All right, here we go. And the topic is Cindy Lou who?
Who? Question mark?
Cindy Lou who?
And that's written in gold ink.
Yes. And fine calligraphy.
What a cozy
with
Christmas
a feather
special.
pen. Yeah.
With a feather pen. Yeah.
Why not?
I love that.
Yeah.
What does this mean?
Okay, here's what happened.
Picture this.
It's early November.
Okay.
I say to my child, who was on the episode Nepo Baby.
Sweet baby of mine.
Yes. It's her last year at home.
Oh.
She's going away to college next year.
Oh.
So I said, little baby, how about we decorate the family tree together today?
Yes.
And she was just thrilled. Oh. And we got out the family tree and all the family tree ornaments. And I said, why don't you put some Christmas music on? And so she grabbed the remote and she was streaming YouTube on the television.
Yeah, you can do that now.
Yes. She found a miscellaneous Christmas classics.
Get in the mood,
right.
Christmas classics. And they usually have a tableau, whether it's
tableau.
Snoopy or snow or whatever.
This tableau was apparently AI generated. It looked like some kind of European village at night.
Okay. I'm into it.
The buildings surrounded a town square of sorts.
Oh.
The light from the windows cast a beautiful glow on the fresh fallen snow.
I can just picture it. Very Thomas Kincaid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Marilla.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
There was a bunch of little booths or kiosks, sort of like you might find at the mall, but instead they're made out of rustic wood. With
European Christmas style.
Roofs with snow on top of them, and they're all aglow as if they're all just lit by lanterns
and Christmas spirit.
Mm-hmm. And the music is playing and the snow is falling. And it's just gorgeous and magical. These Christmas kiosks, these Christmas booths are full of beautiful merchandise, like you can imagine.
This is
fresh breads,
delightful. Yeah.
handmade thises and that's, sundries.
Were there shoppers?
That's what I'm going to say. Like there are people kind of bundled up and going from kiosk to kiosk, kind of examining the goods in the snow, picking up things, filling their baskets. And I'm looking at this thinking, oh, this is the magic of the holidays.
Yeah.
And it's especially magical because there are no retail workers there at all.
Nobody
manning the booths.
Hey, I just forgot to put anybody.
Well, you didn't want anything messing up this scene, like people performing labor.
Yeah, or like sweating their asses off trying to gift wrap people's gifts as they shop till they drop.
As these customers are being probably incredibly rude and impatient with them.
Well, let's just give them benefit of the doubt. 50% of them. Maybe 60-40. Yeah, so no bakers, no candlestick makers, no
nobody working a booth.
Oh my God.
So people just had this, the imaginary people had the imaginary experience of going and picking this out of this booth and this out of that booth and filling their basket, and not a care in the world about having to deal with anybody like you or me.
Moneyless Christmas dreamland.
Yes.
Where no one depended on that purchase for their groceries or their livelihood or little Timmy's shoes for Christmas. So yeah, none of that icky stuff.
And that made me mad. And it ruined Christmas for me.
And that's why we're here. To ruin Christmas for all of our listeners.
Not really, but I pointed it out to Leo and I was like, can you believe this? There's nobody working behind a counter here at all. And
where
she's
are the
like,
clerks?
Yeah, I know. She's like, okay, Mom, do you want me to turn it off? And I was like, no, but I'm certainly going to have to text Marilla.
That makes you feel crazy, right? When you're really irate about something and someone's like, okay, well, let's just remove this thing that's making you so angry. Like a baby who's mad at seeing something that they don't. We'll just take you out of that, you poor thing.
But I texted you and I said, we have to do a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't wait 3 months to share my rage with you.
Okay, so Cindy Lou, who is manning the counter at these booths? Who is making Christmas?
Right. Who is
so
making
magical?
Christmas? Right. And that's what it comes down to. It's like I got on a little bit of a tangent, a high horse.
It's allowed.
A combination of all those things.
A tangential high horse?
Yes. And I was thinking, without retail workers, this whole thing that we call Christmas just doesn't work.
Falls very flat and feels very commercial and gross, even though what we're doing is selling the same as Barnes and Noble is selling, or like we're all selling. Yeah. There's commercialism, there's capitalism that is associated with Christmas. However, we do it cooler. But for real, though, I think when people think about going and doing their holiday shopping and gifting, and if they're not making it themselves, when they crave a wholesome experience in the holiday shopping vibe, silver bells, city shopping, sidewalks, all that good stuff, you're thinking of a small business. You're envisioning going into a little shop that's got glowing windows and a warm welcome and picking out the perfect things that not every other store has. And that doesn't happen without you and I working our fingers to the bone during that season.
And all the little shopkeepers all over the country and in fact the world.
Yeah.
Like kind of keeping Christmas kind of wholesome.
Alive, really, yeah.
You know, when I think of a wholesome Christmas, I'm not thinking of Walmart and I'm not thinking of And if you're going to, like, God bless you if you can hand make things. I really think that's where it's at.
Oh, yeah. I think so, too.
Make it feel more special.
I think so, too.
And that's not realistic for everybody. And, you know, little Johnny doesn't necessarily want the whittled wooden truck or giraffe that you made for him. You know, like it's not realistic to hand make everything for everybody. So if you're going to kind of keep this wholesomeness alive, it only, I think, happens through small shops.
I think so too. And I would argue that small shops are the modern day. I said we weren't going to talk about Santa Claus, but here we go. I'm going to make a really bold statement. I would say that small shops and small businesses are the modern day magic of Santa Claus. Like, it's that, like, you didn't make it yourself, but somehow it's here and it's unique and it's beautiful. And somebody put a lot of time into it, which is the equivalent to the Christmas elves. And everybody loves that kind of magic. And it's just impossible to capture that when you're a certain sized business, mass producing. I just think it's impossible. Yeah,
you know, I've been grumpy about Christmas on our podcast before, and I'm a little grumpy now. But at the same time, I want to be real and say, when I'm buying product for my store, and I'm sure a lot of small retailers can relate to this, I am truly thinking about, what does a Kelly Walker want? What does a father-in-law want?
Yeah.
And try to have that thing that's going to surprise and delight them in the same way, an elf might try to create that.
Truly do. You truly do. And when you're a business that is active in your community year round, you are able to pay attention to what certain customers, especially regulars, gravitate towards, what brings them joy. And that influences our offerings for Christmas in a way that, I pay more attention to that than even like trends and markets and some stores are really good about like going to shows and seeing what's coming out and getting the latest thing. But if that doesn't fit my customer that I'm thinking of, who I know what they like because they shop with me all year, I'm not going to go for that trend. I'm going to go for what fits that person that I'm thinking about, my customer base, my community. And that, I think, is what makes it so unique and fun and Christmassy and elf-like and Santa Claus.
I had a customer, an older lady. She came in over the summer and asked me for a certain book. It was an antique book.
Okay.
I had already sold it. Like, she had seen it on the internet, and I had advertised it on the internet. She came in, she wanted it. I had already sold it.
That's
so
how
I had
it goes.
to disappoint her.
That's business.
Well, since then, I found another copy, and I set it aside, but I did not call her. I'm going to call her son to say to her son, hey, your mom really wanted this book.
Yeah.
And I happen to have a copy.
Right.
And it's $12.50. And I've got it set aside in case you want it.
Right.
Like, that's how personal it is.
Mic drop. Like, that is the magic of Christmas.
I kind of think so. And it's happening. It's not just my store, but all over the country.
All over the country, because that... This is just going to be a whole bunch of preaching from us. But I just think that it's so easy to get burned out around the idea of gifting for the holidays, because it can feel disingenuous. And it can feel like, I just have to find something to bring to this person or something to do for all these people on my list. Okay, like, what am I going to do for this and this and this? It's because maybe we don't have time to pay attention to all the people on our list, and that's a you problem. But for us at our stores, we do have time to pay attention to all the customers that are on our list, quote unquote.
It's our job to
It's
pay
our
attention.
job too. Yeah. So I think that makes it really special because, then that son, that woman's son, might be feeling uninspired, might be feeling like, oh my God, what do I do for my mom this year? And then you come by, your little Christmas elf comes by and say, hey, you know what? This I know would just make her day. And it brings back the magic and the excitement. You're not just giving your mom a gift card because you couldn't think of anything else. It's like something very special that says your son is paying attention and also your community is paying attention to you.
All right. Well, just to play the devil's advocate, I think that some people don't want to shop small or don't like shopping small because it's that personal. Like pretend you're that guy and the shopkeeper calls you up and is like, hey, you know what your mom really wants? And you know what a bad son you are if you don't get it for her. like there's this, it feels a little bit too up close and personal for some people, I think. I guess, different strokes for different folks, but.
Right. I mean, that's not our problem, though.
Yeah.
That's not the elf's problem. Right. That is something that he has to talk to 3 ghosts on Christmas Eve about and sort out in his own heart.
Yeah.
No, I think that's true. I think some people don't like that connection because it can be awkward.
Yeah.
Or obligatory.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't want the book, it's fine. I'll sell it to somebody else.
Right.
And I hope he would feel comfortable telling me that he doesn't want the book. But
it's no reflection on you.
Yeah. I'm not going to not call him.
Yeah. Right. And I just think the opportunity in a time where Christmas does move very fast and it is kind of a point of burnout for some, I think those little moments are at least worth taking the risk of someone being slightly annoyed or roll their eyes at you to at least give the opportunity, the illusion of a wholesome, magical Christmas moment.
The stress around Christmas makes me think about the episode that we had Kyle on.
Yes,
the branding episode.
Since we have been told that Kyle has a great voice, a soothing voice, and some calming, some likened it to like an ASMR situation. I'm intrigued by that. So thank you, Kyle, for lending us your calming contrast to us, like rasping har-har-hars. But anyway, what made you think of that episode?
Okay, yeah. Kyle made a point about brands and what they're trying to communicate versus what they actually communicate. And I think that part of the displeasure that people experience around Christmas is that the brand of Christmas promises a lot.
Yes.
The most wonderful time of the year.
Yes.
You're having wonderful meals and family time.
And there's no conflict.
And there's no retail workers getting in your way when you're out there buying your freshly baked loaves of bread.
You can just take the loaf of bread. Yep.
But the brand of Christmas is wonderful. And the experience of Christmas is oftentimes this stress of, oh my gosh, I've got to find something and something and something and something and something. And I've got to cook this and that. And I've got to clean the whole house. And I've got to wrap all these presents. And I've got to visit all these. I got to go to my work Christmas party.
Yeah.
The experience of it is so in contrast to what the brand promises.
Especially in modern day. Mm-hmm. But really, like, the small business, the shop scene, it's interesting. It's a lot of pressure on us because I think the shop scene, the small business scene, is one of the few scenes.
Yeah. Where the brand is.
Where the brand of Christmas, this overarching brand of Christmas, is supported. And it feels consistent with that warm, fuzzy, like Christmas is promising you these warm, fuzzy feelings. Christmas is promising you these really beautiful gifts and thoughtful actions. And in small shops, that's kind of what we do. I mean, I think you're right. I don't want to oversell it. This is our Christmas episode. We can oversell it all we want. But I mean, that's fantastic. But at the same time, it is kind of a lot of pressure because I think the areas and pockets of our society that do support this super wholesome, glowing vision of Christmas are shrinking. as we like struggle to find connection and keep focus and blah, blah, blah. It's kind of a lot of pressure on us because we're kind of holding up the brand of wholesome, warm, and cozy Christmas as small shop owners.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Well, actually, I think we've all been doing it kind of unconsciously, if that makes sense. And being able to put words around this is going to help me personally get through it in a way that feel energized.
Right.
Because sometimes in the middle of the Christmas chaos that is working behind a retail counter and December 20th, and you're like, oh
December
my God.
20th.
What am I doing
December
this for?
20th. You're like, I got 4 days left.
If I make it that far. But to be like, you know what, we actually are doing something meaningful is going to lend me a perspective that's, I think, going to give me more stamina.
I think so too. I mean, I think it's kind of the same vibe as like when you think about those pristine little European Christmas markets. Somebody's like, oh, that's so Christmassy. We're one of those tableaus, even if AI forgets to put us in. And I would say the same. Like, I want that for myself, and I also recognize being a worker in that space that it takes some sacrifice and a lot of hard work to create that for your community, but I want that for my community.
Yes.
So I'm there every day, and we go hard and we decorate and we have fun with it. But I think it's important because, I don't know, maybe I'm biased. I am biased. But I think that kind of thing, like the small business, little shops downtown scene during the holidays and handmade Christmas are two surviving, sacred, very Christmassy things that should be preserved and actually bring forth a lot of Christmassy feelings that we want.
Yeah.
Like not the anxiety, not the pressure to perform, not the overextending your budget, because also at a lot of small businesses, I mean, how many of us are willing to work with our customers to find something that fits their list perfectly, whether that means budget, whether that means that one person that they're like, I don't know, I just want something that she'll like.
No, your wife that we've
your
never
wife?
met. Yeah.
All right, I'm going in. And we do, with more fervor around the holidays, I think, than anything else. But I also think it's kind of special that we are constant. Whereas, like, I love the work and prep that goes into a market, like a holiday pop-up market.
Yes.
But you missed that weekend and you missed it.
Yes.
Whereas a downtown full of little shops, something that is very nice is that they're constant. I'm there in the summer. So someone can come in and be like, oh, I'm going to come back here for my Christmas gifts.
I have heard that so many times this year, and I'm sure you have too, and I hope it turns out to be true. I mean, already I'm seeing it, but...
Yeah, I'd say a lot do.
Yeah.
Some don't, but it's like, I'm sure some just go home and order it on Amazon.
Well, when people say that to me, I'm like, can I have your name on a contract right now? Can you just promise that you're going to be back?
I actually have a knife right here. Could I actually make a small cut on your hand and then you sign in blood? Awesome. Yeah, no, I get a little weird because there's so much trepidation too. We're talking ourselves up pretty hard here in the wholesome and like we love it and it's for the people. But like there's a lot of trepidation that happens when you're like, I'd say September, October. Mm-hmm. And that's when, if you come in and you're like, I'm going to come back and get all my Christmas gifts here, we might be like, oh yeah, you promise? Pinky promise. But yeah, I think that being able to be there constantly is something that is unique and can't be taken for granted because, again, if you lose your shops, then all you have is the yearly Christmas market that your town does, which is beautiful and I love it. But you can't plan for that in the summer and say, oh, I was here with my mom in July and she loved this and this and this. And so now I'm going to do that for her for Christmas. You can't do that with pop-up markets.
That's true. Yeah, sometimes people complain that they can't find everything in their downtown, and I imagine that's true. You know, maybe in a bigger city, but certainly in little downtowns like ours, there is going to be plenty that you want to buy that you can't buy locally. But I think it's important to remind yourself to do what you can locally.
Yeah.
Because the reason that you can't find everything locally is because so many people stopped buying local and went to the Walmarts and the and the Targets and all that kind of stuff. Like people will say, why isn't there a shoe store downtown?
Yeah.
Well, guess why?
Yeah.
You stopped supporting them.
Yeah.
So if you stop supporting your small shop when you can, they won't be there as an option.
Right. And not for nothing, but like to kind of wax philosophical, I think that in the past years, myself, as far as like shopping for Christmas, I have kind of challenged myself to, I mean, we all try to shop local, and it's not like everything on my list is local. I'm not militant about it, but I've challenged myself to pay attention to my list of people that I want to gift to and find something that would fit those people locally.
Right.
Even if it's not necessarily what I would envision in a perfect world, I do try to find it locally that suits everybody, because I also think it gives an interesting, like, sense of place. Like, I feel good about gifting people things that I find locally because I know, I hope that they're going to like it. But I also feel like it represents where I live.
Yes.
And where I care about and the community. And it's a little snapshot of like our unique offering.
Yes.
In a, 50-mile radius. I
do it backwards. I will think of the place. Like, let's take Lake Drum Brewing, which is a, bar brewery in Geneva. Yep. I'll be like, okay, what do they sell? They sell growlers of beer. Who likes beer?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Earthly Possessions Boutique across the street from us. I've been on. She sells mostly jewelry and some other sundries. Who likes jewelry?
Yeah.
And so I think of the store first, and then assign what they have to somebody in my life that I'm planning to buy for. And when I don't find it in Geneva, I think about Canandaigua. I think about Penn Yan. I think about Seneca Falls. Like, I go farther afield, but it's still local.
Yeah.
In the Finger Lakes, who likes wine?
Right. Who likes wine if you really don't know the person? No, but it's so, and again, it's like, I don't know, it fills your cup doubly so. Like, I think that giving a gift and taking care of people around the holidays should fill your cup as much as it fills someone else's cup. And I think sometimes when you just click a bunch of buttons online,
that's why it feels so cold and meaningless.
It feels so cold because it doesn't fill your cup at all. It just drains your bank account. But like when you actually do it this way, and I know we've said it a million different ways, shop local, small business, blah, blah, blah. But like when you do it that way, it fills your cup because you feel like you're being able to, in a sense, gift all these little small businesses, make their holidays better, and make your family's holiday better, and make yourself feel full from taking care of your community and the people you love. I mean, honestly, that's it. It sounds very Pollyanna in some ways. It does sound or Cindy Lou Who. Sounds very Cindy Lou Who. Cindy Lou Who. And on one, there's two wolves within. One wolf inside me is barfing at that statement. But the other wolf inside me is curled up by a Christmas fire, snacking on a ginger snap. I don't know. It's true, and I guess maybe the reason it makes me uncomfortable is because it's definitely, we speak it with an agenda. But I think even if we weren't in small business, if your shop and mine ceased to exist, heaven forbid. Heaven forbid.
And we could just enjoy Christmas.
All we would be doing is knitting things by the fire and creating little paper star garlands.
But if I had to give somebody something that I didn't make myself, I'd say, who likes coffee? Because I can get that from Marilla's.
Yeah.
You know, or like something like that. Honestly, I think it's true, but I think I have trouble committing to it because I know I want everybody to come shop downtown.
Yeah. Yes. So it does feel odd to talk about it, but I feel this way removed from.
Yes. It's not just one big commercial, but kind of, but not.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like the brand of Christmas is a little bit intimidating and oppressive at times, but supporting small and being a small business, for as crippling as it can be, energy wise,
You mean the brand of Christmas as a small business owner, like holding it up on your shoulders? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like the expectation and the brand of Christmas is a lot.
Yes.
But I think it's really beautiful and important. And I think it's a really nice way to, I don't know, find your place in the community. One, give back to the community. Two,
You said something on some episode about how we all end up kind of working together because you can't have just one shop in your downtown holding up the brand of Christmas.
Right.
You kind of have to all rely on each other, even though we're not speaking about it directly.
Right.
I'm relying on you to bring it for Christmas. We're both relying on Yvette and Finger Lakes Goods and all of our other neighbors to bring it for Christmas.
Yes.
But we never really sit down and talk about
No, we don't
that.
all talk about our window displays.
Or
in fact,
like slap each other on the back and say, hey, great job.
great work. No, I know. But it is. It's like we're all working together to create that perfect moment when the snow's coming down and it's just gotten dark and the street lights are on and all the shops are still open and we've all worked together to make our windows nice and people can just stroll and come out of the shops with gifts. It takes more than one shop. It takes more than one vision.
Yes. And I'm thinking about it takes some retail workers mopping up the floor because of all the salt that comes in on the boots.
Tell me about the salt.
Yes, like there's stuff going on behind the scenes. And I think to bring it full circle, that's why it made me so mad to see that like Christmas tableau with no retail workers.
Yeah.
Because there's so much that we're doing to make that happen for people, including mopping up salt off the floors.
Including making change. Including
in a penniless world.
And that's beautiful. That's just as beautiful and magical and caring and sweet and Christmassy as the front end of the front side of the counter. I don't know. Behind the counter is just as much as magical, if not more, as the
elves in the workshop.
Yes. So to see, I mean, I get it. I know, but perhaps not anyone else would be enraged by that AI tableau. But I get it because it's like, it's not just that you don't feel seen. It's not just that you've
been written out of the story in this one. You've been
written out of the story. And it's not just like, am I even a person? It's okay, well, you're missing so much magic by writing those people out of the story. It's not just, that part's ugly, we'll get rid of it. That part's not ugly. That part is dedication. That part is blood, sweat, and tears. That part is what makes people want to go in to shops and actually purchase there. Because I was just saying this to my husband the other day, why we've talked on the podcast before about somebody coming in, looking at a item and being like, I've seen this online and I just wanted to see it in real life. And then, every once in a blue moon, they'll whip out their phone and just buy it off Amazon.
Yeah. True stories.
The chances of that happening increases when you don't connect with the customer. But like, I find when you come in, when a customer comes in and they see something and they're like, oh, I've seen this online. If you create a connection with that customer and you're chatting with them and you care about their interests and their experience and why they came in and what brings them there today and who they're buying it for, and you have that connecting conversation, more often than not, they'll buy it from you because now they care about you and now they're a part of your community. So it's just very, I just think that the people in the shops are so important for just that Christmas connection, because it's just, they're not necessarily coming in for the gifts that you sell. They're coming in for the connection with you, and they're coming in to feel seen, and they're coming in to talk about their grandchild or their wife that you've never met. 'Cause they can't get that online.
You know who else is writing humans out of their workforce is Jeff over at Amazon. With his AI.
I know.
He also just kicked a bunch of people out of retail.
This, just in time for Christmas.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, I think people, society in general is getting more and more frustrated with the
scrubbing the connection of humans.
Kind of like the brand that is and the reality of the brand. The promise and the reality, are different things. And for that reason, I'm seeing more and more people, I might have talked about this before, come in and order books from me. And I'm like, okay,
that's great.
Yeah, a lot this past year or two. And I have to say, okay, well, it's going to cost more.
Oh, I know.
It's going to take a little bit longer.
Right.
And I'd be glad to order it for you, but,
it's going to be an inconvenience.
It's going to be
compared
an inconvenience
to Jeff.
and maybe a few dollars more expensive.
Right.
And they are fine with it. Not everybody, of course.
Right, of course. Not everybody can.
Right. That's fine too. But I just feel like maybe people are wanting to get back to supporting their small shops. Not just talk about it, but really do it.
I agree. And I think that as much as it makes me crazy and makes you crazy when we see, AI write out the shopkeepers in the tableau. Or, for instance, I just saw a commercial. There's going to be bleeps all over this episode. For Amazon. I recently saw an advertisement that Amazon is running about, maybe you've seen it, I don't know. It's these 3 old ladies watching people sled down a hill.
I haven't seen it.
There's sad piano music going in the background because they're old and they used to sled, but they can't anymore. And then one old lady gets an idea and she orders 3 sleds from Amazon with booty cushions. And she brings these sleds immediately to her friends and they're all sliding down the hill and it's joyful and they're reliving their childhood. And there's emotional piano music behind the whole thing.
The pathos is heavy.
It's so heavy.
One. Yeah.
And initially that frustrated me because I was just like, God, that's annoying. Because I know
Talk about it, Marilla. Talk about it.
Oh my God. It's going to tickle people's feelings and they see old ladies sledding and they're going to be like, oh,
Amazon
we
is
should.
so wonderful.
Amazon's so sweet and it thinks about the old ladies. And I'm not saying it's not a sweet idea. I hope someone wrote that commercial. God. And I hope they were real paid actors.
I hope they got paid well.
I hope they got paid well. So it's not that. It's not the little commercial. I think it's a beautiful little commercial. But I think what grounds me after feeling the annoyance of a company as big and ugly as Amazon running something so like warm and fuzzy and emotionally connected as that commercial is that like no matter what Amazon does, you're never gonna feel that mushy gushy just getting on their app and clicking a button.
Oh.
You're never going to feel what they are promising you on that screen in that moment with the music playing. You're never going to feel that mushy gushy and that gratification from shopping on Amazon. But if you come into my sled store, Marilla's Mindful Sled store, and you tell me that you want to relive your childhood for your two best friends and get some sleds that'll work for you, and we get to connect over that story, and I get to hype you up for such a thoughtful gift and be like, I love this. Like, let's make it happen. You will get that warm and fuzzy feeling. And Amazon could never.
Jeff doesn't actually care.
No, Jeff
Marilla does, though.
is never going to see you and your sleds or your booty cushion. Like, so yeah, I mean, on one hand, it enrages me, but on the other hand, there's nothing that they can do at the size that they are with the intentions that they have to replace that experience of connection and warm and fuzzy, ooey gooey Pollyanna-ness.
Yeah. You know, one more thing about Amazon, as long as we're talking about them. What the commercials that I hear often while I'm streaming podcasts.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Talk about how by buying through Amazon, you're supporting small business.
Oh yeah.
You know, have you heard
My
these?
foot.
Yes. You know why small businesses sell on Amazon? Because there's no other marketplace available to them.
Because they have been dragged through the mud and they feel like they have no other choice.
And so they pay to sell on Amazon. Meanwhile, Amazon's pick right next to their listing is always going to be a penny or two cheaper. Right?
Absolutely.
So Amazon is like, it's like the mob. I almost like the mob better, except for the killings.
Yeah,
at least they had some honor.
God, at least they had some moxie.
But it just feels like extortion, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to pay to play, and then we're going to crush you anyway.
Yes. Oh, I know. And it's not to say, like, if you're a small business owner who's in that position, I don't think less of you. You got to do what you got to do,
of course,
girl.
I've revealed that I've sold on Amazon in the past before I found some morals and a backbone. No, I'm just kidding. But I found other opportunities. Right. That's what I'm saying.
And I recognize that, like, you got to do you. Like, if that's your only option right now, if you don't have a downtown that you can be in, like, you got to do what you got to do. So there's no judgment there. It's not you guys that we're speaking to. It's the bullshit of Amazon. Yeah. And it's like that they're marketing that they support you. Yeah. And that they're marketing that they are what makes Christmas magical. And it's not true. So anyway. The only reason, I don't know their business plan, and I hate to make blanket statements, but Amazon would appear to be much more monopolistic. Is that the word, monopolistic? I like a monopoly. If they didn't have other businesses selling on their platform. So that's why they let other businesses play there, I think. Although I don't know. I'm not in Jeff's head, but we will be soon. Any minute now. All right. What else you got about Christmas? I mean, this is our Christmas special. I hope we've been more uplifting than not. Yeah, I feel like we gotta leave on some joy. We started really, really ooey gooey, warm and fuzzy, and now we're both irate. Which I love that for us. Anything else about Christmas? Oh gosh. I don't know that I have anything right now. I am feeling excited. Yeah, we're recording obviously before Christmas. Yes, of course. It's not Christmas morning right now. It's not Christmas morning right now. We're planning to drop this sometime before Christmas morning. Yes. And I imagine when it drops, we will be in the thick of it. I think so. Are you feeling prepared?
Dude, I keep saying I've bought all I'm going to buy, and then stuff keeps selling, and then I buy more.
It.
And I think we've talked about this before. I have already reached my drop dead deadline if I'm not buying anymore.
Yeah.
But I keep restocking. So that tells me it's going well. I mean, I won't know until Christmas morning if I've made my target and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
I'm moving through merchandise.
I'm not... I'm feeling unprepared, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of events coming up. Small Business Saturday is one of my favorite days of the year. And I'm wishing a wildly successful Small Business Saturday to everybody who's listening and to you.
Boy, I just got chills. I mean, really, the best to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Fighting the good fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what's left for this Christmas episode. Is like, we are here for you guys. Not that any of us have time to stop and send an email or stop and send a DM, but if you need to scream, you can email us with just one long scream typed down if you need to. But like, wishing you the best. Mm-hmm. Like, I think this holiday season is going to be good.
Yes.
And I think in a year that's been crazy and up and down, I think that we all deserve to have a good Christmas season. And I hope that everybody listening, the candle makers, the soap makers, the dog biscuit makers,
the restaurant workers who are going to be serving on Christmas Eve, or, we know you're out there and we feel for you.
The salons who are giving everyone their holiday haircuts, the estheticians who you know what you're doing.
God's work.
God's work. Yeah, just we have such a wide range of listeners, and I hope everybody's Christmas season is fulfilling and fills their cup as much as it drains us.
Yes. It'll be worth it.
I think so.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to our non-Christmas people out there.
Yeah. And thank you for understanding.
Okay.
We'll see you next season. Out.
We chat about the biz. It is the way it is. Thank you for understanding.
We sincerely thank you for understanding. Please visit us at tyfupod.com to learn more about the show, share prompt ideas, or tell us about your own small business experiences. We may include your story in a future episode. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube at TYFUpod or at tyfupod.com. Our theme music was composed by Marilla Gonzalez. The show is produced by Kelly Walker. Too bad for Kelly Walker. That's retail.
That's retail.